Welcome, dear students, in the second lecture of Chapter 3 Indices and Cube Root of Standard 8 Mathematics. In this module, we are going to learn about cube and cube root in detail. Children, let us recall what we have studied in previous module. We have revised all the laws of indices. Then fractional indices. An index can be a fraction also. Then we have studied about the meaning of numbers having index in the rational form m by n. Then we have seen the cube of a number. If a number is written 3 times and multiplied, then the product is called the cube of the number. Cube of a positive number is positive. Cube of a negative number is negative. The cube of any integer is called perfect cube. In this module, we will learn what are perfect cubes and how to calculate the cube root of a perfect cube. Now we will learn about cube roots. We have already learned that square of 5 is 25. Then the square root of 25 is 5. Now cube of 5 is 125. So what will be the cube root of 125? Yes, cube root of 125 is 5. Let us consider another example. Cube of minus 3 is minus 27. Therefore, cube root of minus 27 is minus 3. Square root symbol is as shown here on the screen. Can you guess how the cube root symbol is written? It is written as shown here on the screen. Let us solve few examples. How will you express the cube root of 64? It's 4 in symbols. We can express the cube root of 64 is 4 symbolically as shown here on the screen. Next example, express the cube root of minus 1000 is minus 10 in symbolically. We can represent cube root of minus 1000 is minus 10 in symbols as shown here on the screen. How will you express the symbol shown here in words? In words, cube root of minus 512 is minus 8. Cube root of 729 is 9. To find a square root of a perfect square, first we find its prime factors. Then group the prime factors into pairs of equal prime factors. Then we took one number from each pair, and the square root is the product of these numbers. Let us consider one example here. Find the square root of 36. Now we will find its prime factors first. Then we'll group the prime factors into pairs of equal prime factors. Now we will take one factor from each pair. Therefore, square root of 36 is equal to 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. If the numbers are big, then we can use the desktop divisibility to find the factors. Then we group them in such a way that each group contains the same factors thrice. then we take one factor from each group, and the product of these factors is the cube root of given number. You can see the example here on the screen. Let us solve practice set 3.3. Question number 1. Find the cube root of the following numbers. First question. Find the cube root of 8000. Children, in the previous slide we have seen how to find the cube root of perfect cube. So in this slide we are going to solve this sum from the practice set by using the test of divisibility of 10. Test of divisibility of 10 states that if number has 0 in its units place, then that number is divisible by 10. Therefore, 8000 is equal to 10 into 800, which is equal to 10 into 10 into 80, which is further divided into 10 into 10 into 10 into 8. 8 can be further divided into 2 into 2 into 2. So here you can see 8000 is equal to 10 into 10 into 10 into 2 into 2 into 2. So which is equal to 10 into 2 whole cube, which is equals to 20. Therefore, cube root of 8000 is equal to 20. Question 2. Find the cube root of 729. Solution. Here we are going to use the test of divisibility of 3. Therefore, 729 is equal to 3 into 243, which is equal to 3 into 3 into 81. That is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 27, which is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 9. 9 can be further divided into 3 into 3. Therefore, we will get 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So here we will get two groups of 3 into 3 into 3. Therefore, 729 is equal to 3 cube into 3 cube, which is equal to 3 into 3 whole cube. That is equal to 9 cube. Therefore, cube root of 729 is equal to cube root of 9 cube, which is equal to 9. Question number 3. Find the cube root of 343. Solution. 343 is equal to 7 into 49. 49 can be further divided into 7 into 7. Therefore, 343 is equal to 7 into 7 into 7, which is equal to 7 cube. Therefore, cube root of 343 is equal to 7. Question number 4. Find the cube root of minus 512. Solution. Here, first we will factorize 512. Therefore, 512 is equal to 4 into 128, which is equal to 4 into 4 into 32. That is equal to 4 into 4 into 4 into 8. Now, 8 can be further divided into 2 into 2 into 2. Therefore, 512 is equal to 4 cube into 2 cube. That is equal to 4 into 2 the whole cube. Therefore, 512 is equal to 8 cube. And therefore, minus 512 is equal to minus 8 into minus 8 into minus 8, that is equal to minus 8 cube. So the answer is cube root of minus 512 is equal to minus 8. Question number 5. Find the cube root of minus 2744. Solution. First we will factorize 2744. Therefore, 2744 is equal to 2 into 1372, which is equal to 2 into 686. That is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 343, which is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 49. Further, 49 can be expressed as 7 into 7. Therefore, 2744 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7 into 7, which is equal to 2 the whole cube into 7 the whole cube, which is equal to 2 into 7 the whole cube. Since, as we know the law of indices, a into b the whole raised to m, which is equals to a raised to m into b raised to m. Therefore, 2744 is equal to 14 cube. And therefore, minus 2744 is equal to minus 14 cube. So answer is cube root of minus 2744 is equal to minus 14. Question 6. Find the cube root of 32,768. Here the number given is bigger number. If we start factorizing using divisibility test of 2, the factorization will be long and tedious process. So we will start with bigger factor, and also we will use the vertical method of factorization, as you can see here on the screen. Using the test of divisibility of 4, we get 4 into 8192. In the same manner, we will continue factorization. Then we get 32,768 is equal to 4 cube into 4 into 2 whole cube, which is equal to 4 cube into 8 cube, which is equal to 4 into 8 the whole cube. Therefore, cube root of 32,768 is equal to cube root of 32 cube, which is equal to 32. Thus, the cube root of 32,768 is 32. Question number 2. Simplify. First, cube root of 27 upon 125. First, factorize the 27 and 125. So 27 factors are 3 multiplied by 3 into 3, and 125 is factorized into 5 into 5 into 5. So it becomes, you can see here 3 appears 3 times, so it becomes 3 cube, and 5 appears as 3 times, it becomes 5 cube. Therefore, cube root of 27 upon 125 is equal to cube root of 27 upon cube root of 125. Since a upon b raised to m is equals to a raised to m upon b raised to m. Therefore, it equals to cube root of 3 cube upon cube root of 5 cube, which is equals to 3 by 5. Therefore, cube root of 27 upon 125 is equal to 3 upon 5. Question 2. Simplify cube root of 16 upon 54. Solution. cube root of 16 upon 54 is equal to cube root of 2 into 8 upon cube root of 2 into 27. Cancelling the common factor 2 here, we get cube root of 8 upon 27, which is equal to cube root of 8 upon cube root of 27. Since a upon b raised to m, which is equal to a raised to m upon b raised to m, equals to cube root of 2 cube upon cube root of 3 cube, which is equal to 2 upon 3. Therefore, cube root of 16 by 54 is equal to 2 upon 3. Question number 3. If cube root of 729 is equal to 9, then what will be the cube root of 0.000729? How will you solve this question without actually factorizing the number? Now, look at the number or the decimal places in the 0.000729. There are 6 digits after the decimal point. Now, as we know that the number of decimal places, that is the number of digits in the cube root of a number after the decimal point, is 1/3 of the number of digits in the given number. Here the digits are 2. So, what will be the cube root of 0.000729? Yes, it will be 0.09. You can verify the answer by using laws of indices. 0.000729 can be written as cube root of 729 upon 1 lakh, which is equal to cube root of 9 cube upon 100 cube, which is equal to 9 upon 100, and it can be written as 0.09. Therefore, our answer is correct. Let us solve some examples for practice. Question number 1. Choose the correct alternative from the given alternatives. First question, the cube of 0 is 0. The value of cube root of 125 is 5. Fourth part of fifth root of 72 is written in the form of rational indices as shown here on the screen. Next question, express the following in index form. Cube root of 75. It can be expressed in index form as shown on the screen. 10th root of 100 can be expressed in index form as 10 raised to 1 upon 10. Question number 3, fill in the blanks. First, 5 raised to minus 2 is equals to 1 upon 5 raised to 2. Second, 7 raised to 3, the whole bracket raised to 4 is equal to 7 raised to 12. Third, 111 raised to 0 is equal to 1, as any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Question number 4, write following in the form of rational indices. First, square of 7th root of 133 is equals to 133 raised to 2 by 7, as we are writing power in the numerator and root in the denominator. Second, 6th root of 5th power of 185 It can be expressed in rational indices form as 185 raised to 5 by 6. Question number 5. Express the following in words. First question. Cube root of minus 512 is equal to minus 8. It is written in words as cube root of minus 512 is minus 8. Second, cube root of 17 is 8.